This is a vlog about all things yarn, knitting, sometimes crochet, and sometimes some other random fun things too. This is episode 57, and before we get started, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who is joining me today. Welcome to new viewers and welcome back to returning viewers. I also want to let you know where you can find me across all of the social media things. I am Nitty Gritty Vegan on Ravelry. You can go to knitinthezone.com to get all of the clickable links for anything that I mentioned in the show. You can go to traintrackfiberdesigns.com, and that is where you can buy my artisan hand-dyed yarn. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I have two accounts. I have one for Knit in the Zone, and that one's the very most active. I kind of post life stuff and obviously knitting things too. And then I have one account for Train Track Fiber Designs, and that's mostly just like yarn. So let's get started. I have a super exciting announcement for you guys today. I have opened up the Carousel Club. So the Carousel Club is my monthly yarn club that I just started. Whenever you sign up, you will see an image of the inspiration photo, the inspiration carousel critter. I'll put an image pop up somewhere in here. This month it is a teal carousel horse, and it has a pink saddle, and it has like orange and fuchsia color hair. It's very pretty. It's like a vintage carousel horse. But like I said, I'll post a picture. So you may have already seen it by the time that you hear me telling you this. Anyways, but the yarn is going to be dyed, based on that image. And then I also have minis available. The minis will be 5 different colors per set. So there's going to be 5 minis in a set, so there'll be 5 different color skeins, and then they will also be based off that image, but they will not be a repeat of the big skein. One might be a repeat of the big skein. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but they'll be, different from one another in the minis. So anyways, that's what I have going on. You have from now until March 18th. Yeah. March 18th is the closing date for it. And then I will ship them out on the first week of April. So, or in the first week of April. So it's the April Carousel Club. So go sign up. I have several different bases available, and there's limited seating. But really, yeah, there's limited, spots. So totally go check it out and sign up. I'm so excited. Oh, and then right now, I only have it open for U.S. residents. If you are outside the U.S. and you want to join, message me, because I can do a custom listing for you. But because the way that my website, the hosting site, whatever, has it set up, like I can't do the shipping the way that I need to right now. So I'm only shipping to the U.S. But anyways, shipping's included in the Carousel Club price. So whenever you see it, the shipping's included in that. But speaking of international shipping, if you are outside of the US and you do want to ever order yarn from me, message me and I will set up a custom listing. It just won't let me, I don't know, shipping's weird on there right now. So I just took it off altogether because there's no reason for somebody to get messed up on, shipping prices. Because I think it wouldn't let me. Long story short, it was charging everyone a flat rate for international, and some people don't need to pay that much and some people need to pay more. So somebody's going to get screwed in the end, and I don't want that to happen. So anyways, now let's get on to the show. All right, so I have an FO. I have an FO. Finally, right? It's been, or did I have an FO the last episode? I feel like it's been so long since I vlogged, and I feel like it's been so long since I had an FO. My socks are done. So these are done. These are the lace and cable socks from Wendy D Johnson. This is the cable section, and this is the lace section. And I made shorty socks because I was so over this pattern. I feel like I can't see the cables on them. I guess you kind of can, but not enough for the trouble, because cables are, in my opinion, I like to knit them, but they're like a pain in the butt to knit. So I just felt like it wasn't worth the trouble, and I was just over it. So they're done. Contrasting toes, heels, and cuffs. And the body is Mad Tosh Euro Sock. The color is the Weekender. And then the toes, heels, and cuffs, that color is Compass, and it's the Hawthorne base by Knit Picks. And Hawthorne by Knit Picks is super rough, which is fine for socks. I mean, I have a few pair of socks that I've actually knit the whole entire sock out of it, and I like them. They wear well, and you can't really tell that it's rough on your foot, but just whenever you're knitting with it, it's like, whoa, buddy, you think it's like gonna be not good on your foot, but it's fine. The pattern's pretty. The lace detail was super easy to knit. The cables weren't hard to knit, but it's just, you know, kind of a little bit labor intensive if you can't really see it. I used size 0 needles. I did 2 at a time toe up, and I did it on, I think, a 40-inch cable. It might be a 30 something inch cable. Anyways, I don't have them where I can reach them. If you're interested in this pattern, I will put the link to it in the show notes, but then I got it from this book, which I'll also link in the show notes. This is Socks from the Toe Up by Wendy D Johnson, and if you're new to my channel, I'm working my way through this book before I buy any more sock patterns because I really enjoy all the patterns in here, and I've knit quite a few of them, so I just figured I would make it a personal goal to finish knitting through this book before I, you know, invest in any other sock patterns. So that's what I have going on for what's finished for an FO. And then I have a new cast on. So I've already made one of these, but I loved it so much I decided to make a second. So I'm making another So Faded, and I'm making the fingering weight, making it in fingering weight yarn, just like the pattern calls for. I'm doing everything the way the pattern calls for, except for one thing, because I obviously just can't knit from a pattern and not change something. The only thing I'm doing different is it kind of jumps from sizes. It jumps from a size 34 to a size 38, and I need like somewhere in between there. So I just didn't increase quite as many stitches, you know, around on the body or the arms to go up to 38. So I just kind of did in between that. I went a little bit more closer, I guess, to the size 38 than to the 34, but I think it's gonna fit nicely. I've tried it on, but you can't really tell anything at this point other than you have like basically not even a whole bra of, of a sweater. So yeah, that's what I have. And the top color, none of these colors have been named because I like literally dyed them for this. So the top one is just a speckled one that has very light colored speckles that are similar to these, but this is heavily speckled. And I want to fade it out and go more toward like a bluier teal color. But like in my mind, whenever I was starting this, that was what I was thinking. But now that I see this, I kind of feel like I need to maybe go and fade to like a purpley color. I don't know. So basically, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of it. I had some ideas laying around and, you know, the things I was thinking about, but then I don't really know. I haven't quite decided. But I love the way the colors are working together. So I like this pattern a lot. I am knitting it on size, what am I doing? 5s, I think? Yeah, okay, so this is my Chiagu needles, and this is a size 5, US 5, and it's a 3.75 millimeter needle. So that's what I'm knitting it on. And I think I'm gonna only use 4 colors for the fade. That's kind of what I've done my math on. So hopefully I stick with that since I'm past where like it's okay to change that. But I want to say a few things about the pattern So Faded. So number one, if you haven't knit one and you're looking for a sweater to knit and you kind of, you know, I don't know, it's a great sweater pattern for experienced knitters, but I feel like someone who's a new knitter, I feel like you would really get a lot out of that. It would be a really, really good first sweater project, really, because it's top down, it's raglan. You can try it on as you go, which is super awesome. And also it teaches you how to fade. So just for that alone, like, I feel like it's worth the money, even if you didn't necessarily want the pattern. I feel like just the learning to fade, like the way that she puts it, because she gives you like math, you know, like math problems, like to tell you how to actually fade properly so that it looks good. So it's not just like, you know, switch colors wherever. So I feel like that part's written really well. The whole pattern's written really well. And like I said, this is the second one I've knit, but if you're interested in knitting one, or if you've been kind of on the fence, totally check it out. It's really well written and I like it a lot. I think I said it was well written like 15 times. So these are the colors I was thinking about using, but I don't know for sure. So obviously not all of them. I need to pick two, but I don't know which two. Like I wanted to use this one in it like so much, but I just don't know. I just don't know where that would go. This is one I was considering as well. I want this one in it, but I don't know. Yeah, and then this was like, not to be mean, but kind of like a last choice. But I think it's pretty, but I don't know that it goes because it doesn't have any purple at all. So that's the things I'm playing with. I might not use any of these though. I mean, I don't know. I haven't decided. I need to get it together though and figure it out because I'm gonna have to switch colors like probably tomorrow night. So I need to figure out my fade. Find my fade. All right. And I think that's everything I had to show you guys as far as like, you know, patterns and things that I'm making and things that I finished. But I do have some shop update stuff for you guys. So I'm going to show you that really quick. So I put some new things in the shop on BFL. I also put some new things in the shop on DK, but I don't know why I didn't bring my DK out here. So what I have new, I have Hello Spring. So Hello Spring is not going to show up because it's so bright, but it's super fun and bright green, tonal green, neon, all the way, so pretty. And then it's speckled with pink and yellow, right? Yeah, pink and yellow, that's it. So that's in the shop right now. I have it on BFL. And I think I say this every time, but the way the lighting is set up in here, it's not really set up to capture like the color of the yarn. If you actually go to traintrackfiberdesigns.com and look at the yarn on there, you'll get a much better idea of the colors as well as like the speckles and things. You know, if you're interested in that, totally check out the pictures on the site because this kind of blows it out and makes it look not true to color. So that's Hello Spring. I have that on BFL. This is Speckled Snapdragon. This is also on BFL. And I have regular Snapdragon in the shop right now too on MCN, but this one's speckled. So Speckled Snapdragon, it has pink and yellow speckles, and it's pink and green. I feel like it actually showed up right there. And then the next one I'll show you, this is Pinky Promise, and it is just a tonal speckled pink. And I really love how this looks. And I think that these would look really nice together. Like if you wanted to do like some sort of a fade situation and you want it to be high contrast, I think this would look nice. So that's the first three. And then I'll show you these two. So this is Zay. And Zay is a dark gray, a light gray, and then speckled with hot pink. So that's Zay. And this is Durant, and Durant's a color that I really put in the shop randomly. This is not an outlaw at all. This is something that comes and goes. I have it on a few different bases. I also have it on minis right now, but the one that I'm showing you is on BFL. And I feel like these would go together nicely too. So if you wanted to do some type of a fade like that, I think that would be fun. And the last new one that I have is Tahiti. And Tahiti is a coral, it's like tonal coral. It's kind of more on the orangey coral side. You know, there's more pinky corals and orangey corals, and this one's more of an orangey coral. But then it's speckled with green and yellow, which is not going to show up probably. There it goes. Yay! All right, so speckled with pink and yellow. And then it also has some teal speckles. I don't know why I said pink and yellow. Green and yellow. Green and yellow speckles. There is no pink on this. And then it has teal. And then just going to show you one more thing that I thought would be good together. So Doodles and Pinky Promise I think would go nice together. Doodles is a color that's already in the shop, but it's kind of reminds me of like cotton candy or something, honestly. But I think these two would go good. If you like needed two colors for something, I think they would go nice. So I think that's everything that I have for you guys today. Don't forget to check out the Carousel Club. I'm really excited about it, and I hope that you guys are as excited as I am. I've put a lot of like time and thought into this and just trying to figure out something that I felt like would be a thing that I could find new example photos of every month, and like something that I felt like went with like kind of my theme. And since the train track stuff that I have like for my backdrop and for like my logo and stuff is kind of like a vintage, I don't know, shabby chic feel, I felt like the vintage carousel horses and carousel animals in general would just be like a nice fit with that. So I hope that you guys are as excited as I am. Go sign up. Like I said, there are limited spots available. I think I only have like 2 Alley Bash left for it, and 2 of one of the minis, like one of the mini sets. Yeah, so stuff's getting gone. So I'm excited because that means you guys are excited. And I don't think I have anything else to really tell you guys about. If you missed my episode last week, I went grocery shopping. I didn't have time to knit, but check that out if you're nosy about food things. So I'll put a link up here for that. I'll also put a link up here of my latest knit crate unboxing, and then you can go to the link tree down below now, and that's where you can actually get all of a full page of clickable links for all the things that I mentioned in the beginning. So show notes are still at knitinthezone.com though. So anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you liked this. And I will see you guys next Thursday with another episode of Knit in the Zone. Have a great weekend, guys.